Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we are going to do a group reading for VIVIZ, and in this group reading we're going to check 3 different questions, which I will have the timestamps in the description below. The first question is just going to be an energy check just to see how they're doing right now as a group, and then the second question will be divided into 2 parts. The first part will be just a group prediction, and then the second part will be the individual career predictions for their individual schedules. And then the third question will be just any advice or healing messages that we have, I guess, my spiritual team and I have for VIVIZ this year. And with that said, I will start with the current energy. So how is VIVIZ doing right now? What is their current energy? I'm so curious. What was this card? The Five of Cups. Because I don't know if you saw that the card kind of just went like phew, as I was shuffling, and I just thought that was very interesting. That's why I was like, I need to know what card that is. So and then the other cards that just kind of fell were Strength, the Three of Pentacles reversed, and Death reversed. So for this year, it seems like VIVIZ is going to have a little. It seems like they're gonna have ups and downs. Some good energy and some bad energy this year. That seems very vague, right? Anyway, so right now it seems like they feel a bit overwhelmed somehow, because the Five of Cups talks about someone that is focusing on the negative, so someone that's been a little bit more pessimistic, someone that sees the glass half full type of mentality, right? So there's this whole idea of right now some of them are staying quite pessimistic about something, so maybe their expectations were not met, or when someone is trying to be like realistic about a situation, and at some point it seems like they're just being a party pooper because they're talking about how something could go wrong. So maybe they're planning the year ahead, or like maybe they're thinking about schedules and stuff. I'm saying that because of the Three of Pentacles reversed. So maybe they're juggling a couple schedules here and there to a point that they're not coming into an agreement about something, or they're trying to keep their expectations low to avoid disappointment, and it could be turning into like this Debbie Downer mood, right? Like I do feel that many of them are trying to, like currently are trying to stay realistic about something, but the more they're doing that, they're just kind of bringing the vibes down a little bit. So the Five of Cups could also be talking about someone that's crying over spilled milk. So I do feel that this shows that right now they're having this issue, or they're having this mentality where it hasn't gone wrong yet, but they're already kind of like mourning and grieving something not going their way. So I don't know what they're planning, or I don't know what they're working on, but it seems like they're a bit worried about the results that, or the expectations that they have to not be met. So I do feel that they may feel a little bit under pressure if whatever they're working on right now it doesn't work out the way that they had wanted it. However, we have the Strength card right here, and the Strength card usually talks about someone that solves issues not through violence but through love and care, I guess. So the Strength card is Leo energy, and it talks about someone that uses their feminine energy to solve an issue, right? So the way that this card usually portrays that is that you have this woman that uses her charms to tame a beast, in this case a lion, and that's supposed to show like this whole idea of being able to solve an issue through words, or being able to achieve your goals through inner strength, rather than instead of using like violence and like forcing something to go your way. It's more like persuading the situation to go in your favor and to your benefit. So this Leo energy is this whole idea of being confident, charming, and determined to achieve your goals. So I do feel that these cards right here, so their current energy is like, it feels like they're like ping pong. Ping pong? I don't know why that came up, but like they're kind of like going back and forth with this energy of trying to stay positive and confident that things are going to work out, but then trying to kind of bring down their expectations to something realistic just in case it doesn't actually work out. So I think currently they're trying to stay positive, especially because the strength card is a major arcana card. So this is kind of like, this is the energy that they have. This is the energy that they're embodying, or that they're in, for sure. But there's sometimes that they reach this negativity or this pessimism with this 5 of Cups. It's like, seems like right now they're kind of like going back and forth with those energies. Now, let's go to the 3 of Pentacles reverse. So upright, it usually talks about teamwork and group projects and being able to have all of these individuals to bring their strengths together to accomplish a goal, a common goal. So with this card being reversed, I don't think VIVIZ is currently in a state where like they can't work together or they can't even see each other's faces. No. I think this is more along the lines of everyone wants to start working on some individual schedules, or everyone is bringing in these ideas of what they would like to do or what shows they would like to be in, either as a group or individually, to such a point that they're trying to balance the group activities and the individual activities, and it's becoming a bit challenging. I think VIVIZ feels stable enough to start working on their individual endeavors, or trying to make their individual goals a bit more start executing some individual schedules for like their own desires or whatever their individual goals are. So I do feel this 3 of Pentacles reverse is not like, oh, they can't work together, as much as it's like they're trying to branch out as individuals, and it's becoming a bit challenging to being able to like balance the group activities and the individual ones, or they're finding it a bit challenging to find the opportunities to do things individually. So I think currently that could be one of the issues that they're encountering, is like they're trying to stay positive about looking into branching out, but at the same time they feel a bit reluctant and a bit afraid if things don't really work out that way. Especially because we have the Death card reversed. So the Death card usually talks about a death and rebirth. It's a Phoenix moment. It is a transformation, a change. And with it being reversed, I usually see it as a form of resistance. It's like either not being aware that change is necessary or going against the change that is inevitable. So with this card being here, I do feel that the group wants to aim for change. Like they want something different, but it's kind of scary because you're entering unknown territory. You're entering or you're about to like experience something you've never experienced, right? When you enter change. So with VIVIZ, they're currently in a state of transition. And this transition is one where they want to venture out and branch on their own to like do their own things. But since they haven't done it before, it's a bit intimidating and a bit scary because they don't know what they will encounter and they don't really know how things are going to work out. And because of that, I do feel that this Death card is reversed and this 3 of Pentacles is reversed. It's like, even though they do want to do their own stuff and their own goals and do their solo activities, it is a bit intimidating and scary because even though it is a change that they're looking forward to and they're hoping that it's for the best, it's still scary because they can meet disappointments because their expectations could not be met potentially. So I think it is a bit scary for them. So I think currently they're in that state. It's like they want to bring in the schedules to work on their own as well as their group ones, and balancing that is already challenging on its own, but also is just like, will this change be good, or are we like rushing into things, or will there even be activities, or if there are, is it what I want, is it not what I want? So I think right now they're thinking a lot and planning and also trying to manifest, it seems. So now let's go into the second question and figure out what is in store for VIVIZ this year. So we have mutable moon with nothing is yet set in stone. So what I mentioned earlier about them being in a transition phase, things are changing, and that's why it's like nothing is quite stable or quite grounded quite yet. We have full moon in Taurus with your dreams need a practical plan. So yeah, since they're still in the planning stages, I don't think any of them have been able to realistically do anything. And what I mean in this case is like they're planning like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that. But they haven't really, since they haven't figured out their goals quite yet, it is hard to realistically plan on a way to achieve those goals because the target or the aim is quite not set, right? So they can't build a path towards a place if they don't know what that place is. So they can't go from point A to point B if they haven't found point B, what that looks like or what that will be. So what I mean in this case is like they want to start branching. All they know so far is that they want to start branching out on their individual schedules, but individually no one has really figured out what they would like to do or how they would like to approach that. And because of that, this card is here. This full moon in Taurus is like they're working very hard in visualizing and daydreaming about their goals, but they haven't really established something stable about what those goals are or what they look like or how they would like to approach them. And therefore it makes it kind of tricky to plan on that because they still haven't, the foundation is not fully set. It's still very malleable, it's still very fluid, it's still changing. So this beautiful moon with nothing is yet set in stone is not talking about anything bad. It's just like this year they're going to be focusing more on just kind of testing the waters rather than doing anything concrete. So if it is true that they want to work on their solo stuff or branch out individually, then they're going to do that gradually because they're still in the thinking stages of things. Nothing is quite set in stone because they haven't, and they can't create anything stable or anything concrete, not even a plan yet, because they're still in the thinking phases of, is the timing right? Is this really what I want or what I desire? So I think many of them are still in the discussion phases of things. Or something cannot even quite be discussed because they're still kind of like feeling the vibes of, is this the right time? Is this not a good time? So they're still kind of like, as I mentioned earlier, just kind of testing the waters. But one thing I want to mention though is that with its Taurus energy, it kind of shows that the moment they kind of set on something a bit more concrete or something more specific, they're all very determined and hardworking that they will be able to manifest their goals. Because Taurus are very good at manifesting, or at least the Taurus in my life really are. They kind of say, I want this, and they get it. But the other thing is that Taurus is an energy that is like slow and steady wins the race. So I think the group is not in a rush to achieve their goals, but at the same time, they're so hardworking that the moment they do set something a bit more concrete on a stronger foundation that is a bit more stable, then that's when they will be able to actually kind of like almost take off running, right? It's like the whole idea of like the moment they figure out what they want, they will be able to work towards that quite steadily and quite consistently in such a way that they will achieve that goal. I think these cards are just kind of saying that this year is going to be a bit more focused on figuring out what they want. But there is a very positive outlook that they will be able to achieve something positive and reach their goal and their aim. It's just a matter of them figuring out what they want first. But let's jump into the second part of this question, which is the individual predictions. And I will go in age order. So I will start with Unha and figure out what is in store for her career this 2024. So 2 cards came out. The first one is blessing, and the second one is loss. So I don't know if Unha has a pet, but this 2024 she could lose a pet. You know, it could pass away. I think it will be because of old age though. I don't think it will be any health issues, but I don't know VIVIZ that well, so I don't know if Unha even has a pet. But whatever it is, this 2024 for her career, something personal in her life, either someone leaving her life or losing something or someone that she really cares about will bring her a little bit of a hiccup. Now, I'm saying a little bit of a hiccup because it will definitely get to her and it will definitely show through in her career. So either she will talk about it or it will reflect in her work because maybe she takes a break for a little bit of time, or she will seem a bit down while working, and that's because someone passed away in her life. However, the fact that this blessing card came here, I do feel that after she goes through like the natural course of like, grieving this person, I think it will be someone rather than like a situation or a feeling. So instead of just, when you had some sort of stability and then something changes, so you feel like this sense of loss and grief. I don't think it's necessarily that. So I don't think it's a situation that's changing that will make her feel this way. I think this is more like a person in her life that really matters to her leaving her life. And leaving could mean like, walking away, but I do feel that this could be like someone that passes away. But anyway, this 2024, she may have to take a break, or she will talk about it, or she will seem a little bit out of it in her career, and that's because something like this happened to her. But at the same time, I do feel that the moment she had enough time to like grieve about it, she will kind of shift her mentality, and will realize that it's a blessing. Because I think that she will feel a lot more cared for, or like she will feel the energy of this person that she lost in her life a lot closer to her, or she will be surrounded in an environment where she will notice all the people that love her and support her in such a way that she will feel very blessed. I think she will feel very grateful this 2024. So either because people are understanding of her grief, or because people will be very supportive during the time that she takes for herself. However this turns out, or however it plays out, it will show Unha that she's super loved, super supported, and that people will definitely be there for her through thick and thin. And that will reassure her to come back to work with this new mentality that will definitely bring a lot more happiness to her because of the stability that she gained. So what I'm trying to get at is that even though I do feel that she's going to go through something difficult or challenging this 2024 that is a personal matter, it will reflect in her career, because at first people will notice that she's not okay. But at the end of it, she's going to come back renewed, because she will feel all the love and support, all the loving and supporting network that she has. But at the same time, she will also feel so close and connected to that person that she will lose. Well, she will feel so connected to this person that left her life, to the point that it will make her have a different perspective in life, and it will definitely show through because of the healing that she will have done. Now let's go on to the next person. So what's in store for Shinbi's career this 2024? So we have Daydream. And the other card that kind of came out was Fate. So for Shinbi's career, it seems like this 2024, she will have... So with the Daydream card, I'm thinking of someone that is manifesting through visualizing. So daydreaming is a form of visualizing, and visualizing is a form of manifestation. So manifestation can be done in multiple ways, but one of the ways that can definitely work is when you start imagining or thinking how you're going to approach a situation, or how you want your life to be like, or again, you start visualizing your future. So in this case, I feel that for Shinbi, she will have a lot of time for herself, where she will be thinking or imagining the type of future that she's aiming for, or the type of lifestyle that she wants. And by doing that, she will start figuring out like the best approach to her goals. And I think this is a form of manifestation. I think she's super aware of this, because we have Fate and Daydream. So the Fate card is showing this tarot reader. So this is basically me right now. But this kind of shows that she is aware that by imagining and visualizing is a form of trying to bring into life those things that she's thinking of and those things that she's visualizing. So she knows she's manifesting. That's what I'm getting at. So I do feel that she will do this as a way of thinking of all the possibilities and all of the, and also figuring out what she subconsciously, what she's aware of and what she's not aware of that she even wants in life. So it's kind of like she will start daydreaming and be like, oh, maybe that's what I want in life. Maybe those are the goals that I should be aspiring to. And that will definitely help her have like this, a bit more of a concrete idea of what she wants in life, which will make it easier to start working towards those goals and towards that dream. It's kind of like being able to dream of the future that she desires in such a way that she can start thinking, okay, what am I missing right now? Or what do I need so I can reach that point in life that I've been imagining? So I think that's kind of what she's doing this year. And this will reflect in her career because some of the goals or some of the things that she's visualizing are in regards to her career. So what does she want to do on her own, or what is the goals that she should start like working towards for her career? I think it will start showing through, or it will start like, I think she will, you know what else I'm getting is that she will start, I think she will speak into existence some of the things that she wants to do in life. So one of the ways that the way that this works is that you say, oh, I want this or I want that, and other people may see this and just start wishing, or wishing for you to be able to accomplish your goals. But at the same time, by saying I want this and I want that, sometimes people can slowly lead you to the right person that can give you this opportunity that you desire, right? So I think, for example, if Shinbi was like, oh, I really wish I could be in this show, I really like this show, all of a sudden people are like, oh, you know how fans are, let's try to make sure that the show sees that Shinbi wants to be there, and then boom, it happens, right? So I do feel that this is one of the ways it could manifest in her career, right? Like she just kind of speaks it into existence. Now let's go into the last person, which is Umji, to figure out what's in store for her this 2024. So the card that came out was Promise. With responsible confirmation and assurance. So this 2024 for Umji, it feels like she will be promised a project, or she will have a partnership, or she will become the ambassador of a brand or something this year. That's usually how I see it, because I saw someone got this card before, and I saw this as like someone that starts promoting some sort of jewelry or some brand, some beauty brand of sorts. So maybe she will do that. Or the thing that I'm getting for her, actually, for Umji, is that this 2024 she will meet someone. Because, okay, I know you guys are not gonna get mad at me, so I'm just gonna say it. For Umji, I have gotten so much in her love life, when I did her personal, hold up, when I did her individual reading, when I've done her girlfriend reading, I usually get that Umji will, like, whoever she will have as a romantic partner will be probably someone that she works with. So, I get her, because me too. My career and my love life are very intertwined. So with her, it might be like this whole idea of like this promise thing could be quite. We can take this card quite literally. So I do feel that in 2024 she will probably finally meet the person that kind of has been like coming up and popping up in her love life constantly. When did I start with VIVIZ? I think I started reading for them since they debuted it. I just don't remember when that was. But it's been more than a year, and I do feel that energy that has been like surrounding Umji, or kind of like popping up for her, I think in 2024 either it will be a bit more established as a romantic relationship. So whoever she has as a romantic partner will also be her business partner, and vice versa. She could meet this person as a business partner and then it turns out into something romantic, or the other way around. She meets this person as a romantic interest and they build a business together, or they start working together somehow. I don't know what type of business this person is or like what their job is, but I do know that whatever it is, it can definitely work with the industry that she's in, which is the entertainment industry, right? So I do feel that this promise card kind of shows that either she's gonna have a bit more of an established romantic relationship with this person, or she will finally meet this person that has been kind of like lurking in her energy and like being surrounding her energy in her love life. So what I'm getting at is that this 2024 for Umji's career, she will either start this partnership. Yeah, she will become the business partner of a brand or a company, and there's a high chance that her love life is going to take off as well. So I am very happy for Umji. I really hope that this is filled with a lot of love and a lot of blessings and a lot of stability. But yeah, I think in her career, her love life is gonna take off as well. Which, as long as it makes her happy, I'm happy for her. So let's go on to the last section of this reading, which is the advice and healing messages for VIVIZ. So what advice or what healing messages are they for VIVIZ this 2024? So 2 cards just came out. We have new... I said 2 and it's literally just 1. We have new moon in Sagittarius with luck is on your side. So in their current energy, we kind of got that they feel a little bit stressed. They feel a little bit... they don't want to be disappointed about something. They don't want to get their expectations too high, and they're kind of going through it a little bit because they are walking with a confidence that they will be able to achieve their dreams and their goals, but at the same time they're trying to give themselves some they're preparing for the worst anyway. So this new moon in Sagittarius is kind of showing that the advice for them, or the message here for them, is that the odds are in their favor. Destiny and fate are working in their favor and to their benefit. If things don't work out, is simply because it's not the right time. That's the only thing I'm gonna say, because that's what it feels like. It's like there's a lot of beautiful things still meant for them. That doesn't mean that they will never meet any hardships. It just kind of means that it will take a little bit of time for some things to manifest for them, because I do feel that the timing could be a bit off, and this timing is just simply because they haven't fully figured out what it is that they want, and because nothing is quite set in stone, right? Nothing's concrete quite yet. Nothing is fully established for them yet, because things are still in the planning stages and the thinking stages, right? So that's why luck is on your side, is just kind of saying that this 2024, there's a lot of beautiful things and blessings for them, but there's no need for them to rush, and there's no need for them to feel pressure to get results right away. As long as they give themselves enough wiggle room for change and for the unexpected to happen, this year is going to be smooth sailing for them. So let's see what other advice or healing messages we have for them. The card that fell was a new moon with a new start is coming. So it feels like this year there's something in store for them. I don't really know quite yet what it is, but we have 2 new moon cards, so it does talk about a new journey, a new adventure, a new chapter in their lives. And that Sagittarius card kind of shows that there's this new sense of adventure, a lot of new things planned out for them. Sagittarius is connected to Jupiter, and Jupiter is a planet that brings a lot of good luck, a lot of abundance, a lot of everything, a very overindulging planet, I guess you could say it, or energy. So I do feel that with them, it's like there's a lot of love and a lot of blessings that the universe wants to bring them and give to them. It's just that they will have to kind of like get rid of that fear that holds them back from trying new things and from jumping into the unknown. Which, I mean, there's no rush though. Like, there's no rush for them to start something new. It's just kind of like, if they want change to happen, they have to allow change to happen to them. If that makes sense. Those were the words that kind of came out. But let's take the last card for their advice. Oof. No. So 2 cards fell facing up, which were Watson Moon with the energy is gaining momentum, and Gibeah's Moon with you're very close to achieving your goal. So what these cards are saying is like, whatever it is that they want to manifest in their life, whatever it is that they want to work towards, the odds are in their favor, the destiny and fate and the universe wants to work with them and bring those blessings to them. It's just that they have to, shake off the fear of things not working out the way that they expected and just kind of go with the flow. Because it seems like they are in such a good state as individuals. They're in a very good place in their career as well, and the energy is so malleable, like it's so flexible and fluid, that whatever it is that they want to do, they will be able to accomplish it. Like, the room is there for them to accomplish it, right? They've built enough good karma to get what they want and what they desire, right? And it feels like there's a lot of people that also want them to do well, and because of that, there's a lot of good energy that is being put into them to what is it called, for them to benefit from, if that makes sense. So it seems like the energy is gaining momentum and you're very close to achieving your goal. Is like the whole thing of like, whatever it is that they fear, like the worst case scenario that they fear is just, it's just coming from them. I don't think there's any sign out there that will make them think things will not work out. I think this is just them trying to make sure that they're not being swept by their feelings. And again, as I mentioned earlier, they're trying to be realistic about the situation that they're in, to not get their expectations and their hopes up. But at the same time, that mentality is kind of discouraging them a little bit from taking those risks, right? From being the fool in tarot. The fool is supposed to be someone that trusts that the universe has their back, and they know that the journey is just a journey. So they have the bravery or the courage to just take that leap of faith. And that first step to initiate change and to start their new journey. So I do feel that that's kind of what that's the advice for VIVIZ right now. Is like, do not be afraid of the unexpected, because the odds are in your favor. There's beautiful things out there for you. So just take that leap of faith. And that is some beautiful energy. It's like they will be able to achieve their goals. The moment they decide what they want to work on and what they are aiming for, all they have to do is take that step, and things are just they're just going to work out for them. So I will leave it there for VIVIZ. This energy is so beautiful. I'm so happy that there's so many good things for them. There's a lot of beautiful blessings. There's a lot of good things for them. And I'm just happy for them, because I really do like VIVIZ. I do enjoy their music right now. And I really do wish that they can continue doing what they want to do. So I do wish that they can feel all the love and support that people have for them. And I also do hope that the numbers show how well they're doing, so they can just continue having the peace of mind necessary to just do what they want to do individually, as a group, do the concepts that they want to do, so they can continue just enjoying what they love to do, right? So if they want to be on stage, continue being on stage. If they want to start branching out on like working in fashion or working in advertising, go ahead and do it. Like, I really hope that they're in such a safe position that even if it doesn't seem that glamorous or it doesn't seem that fancy to others, at least it's stable enough for them to just continue doing what they want to do, and they can continue doing it the way that they want to do it, right? And they don't feel pressure to follow trends, or they don't feel pressure to do things a certain way because that's how it works. And they can just enjoy life, basically. Just continue being, maybe it's like, oh, it's average, it's mid or whatever, but if they're being happy and they can do it at their own pace, it's like, who cares what other people say? I hope they're just being happy. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really, really enjoy the energies that came through for VIVIZ. It seems like there's a lot of beautiful things out there for them, and I don't know, I feel so cozy with VIVIZ, but I think it's because, I think I mentioned this once, but back in the day when I had my Twitter and I was like barely posting things, one of the things that I posted, I was like reacting to an award show, and one of the first interactions that I got in Twitter was from buddies, because I was complimenting someone's hair, and then that left a very like good impression on me on how buddies are. I know that, you know, like in all families, we have our rotten apples. You know, we have our goods and our bads. So we have our ups and downs. So I know with fandoms it's the same thing. Like not everyone is the same, but you know, the vibes and the energy that buddies have is so beautiful. So I do have a very, how to describe, a very, is it I really have like a soft spot for all of Gfriend and for the fandom. So when I read for VIVIZ and I see all of these beautiful things, I feel so warm and cozy, and I feel very comfortable just saying what has to be said. Like let's keep this between you and I. There are times where I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep this to myself. I don't know how people will take it. I don't think people. I don't think I can word this message in a way that people can take it nicely. But that's just me being as cautious as I possibly can, right? As a tarot reader, it's my responsibility to interpret the cards to the best of my ability in a way that can be understood. But as a K-pop stan, it's my responsibility to understand, read the room and understand that there's some things that will be taken the wrong way in the industry that people are in. And I'm saying this just in general, right? Like that's just my job and that's my responsibility as a person that reads tarot for K-pop idols. Anyway, enough about me. I'll see you guys in the next one, whatever that is, however that is. Love and healing from my heart to you, and thank you for all the heartwarming energy that, thank you for creating this safe space for me to do what I love to do. And make sure to send a lot of love and support to VIVIZ as well. I do look forward to see what music they take out, because I love the music that they've been taking out. It's beautiful. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.